Good morning. Hello everyone. Welcome to this blindingly pink morning. Sam's going to do a jig. Yep, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. Yum, hot coffee. Definitely need hot coffee. How is everyone doing? My vision looks a bit grainy because it's still not very bright in here, and I've turned the lights right down so you can see that super pink. There you go for Johnny. Super pink. What a week. It's been a fun week. Has everyone had a good week this week? Anyone done anything exciting? Why can't we buy Reflow Master anymore? Because there's no silicon. I can't make any. Can't get SAMDs. Can't get chips. So can't make Reflow Masters. Silicon shortage. Sorry. That's why I'm working hard on getting the Reflow Master Pro finished. Because those I can make. In small quantities anyway. James is now tested negative for COVID. Okay. Congratulations. I hope, I guess. $21.55. Wow, it's late for you. Sorry, Siegfried. If I could make Reflow Masters, I would. I can't. Simple as that. Yeah. I have an option of converting it to use the RP2040, but then I'm going to have 3 different versions out there, and it means a different code base. And yeah, it's just more than I can take on right now. So my focus is on the Reflow Master Pro, which is done hardware, and software is getting really close now. Very close. So, yeah. And so today I'm going to work on starting something I've been needing to do for a long time, starting on a test jig for it. And it's going to be a really simple test jig. I'll explain what I want to do on the test jig, but in a moment. Before, though, I have done a little bit. I found like an hour here and there over the last week to do a little bit of work on the logo. So as you can see, the breathing is working. What I don't know is, hang on, I have not turned on the TTS because I was testing yesterday. So let's get that going, which means I can also control the logo. So what I don't know if it's going to work yet, we're about to find out, is if I go logo blue, will it change the color of the logo or will it break? Oh, look at that. We have a blue logo now, blue breathing. So there are some new logo commands and there are some old ones still kind of work, and the colors work on some things.
Siegfried Homanto says we need silicon now.
Need silicon now. Well, if you want to speak to Microchip and ask them for a special... Why didn't that work? Do we not have a yellow? Logo green. Yeah, ask them for a special order of SAMDs. Send them my way. I'll make you some Reflow Masters. The other problem is the thermocouple chips, the Max chips, are like $5-6 now each instead of like 70 cents each that I used to pay. Well, that's what this is. The Reflow Master Pro is an ESP32 version. So I'm not converting Reflow Master to ESP32. That's a complete throwaway of the code base. So that's what Reflow Master Pro is. Has designed an ESP32 based controller for the index. Oh, really? Interesting. Cool. Why is the logo not changing? What have I broken? So I just want to show you some logo stuff. So I've got some new things. I've got slices. Let's see if this works. I might have broken it. Oh, here we go. No. Oh, why is that not working? That's not working properly. Okay, one moment. I made some of these changes this morning, I have to admit. And I might have, let's do this. Okay, I think I know what this is. Okay. Brightness doesn't equal 50. Brightness. This is not going to be a coding stream. Equals 50, and then we want to do a strip dot clear. And
still a squirrel and says bang logo ultraviolet.
What have you set your name to, your nickname? Beata? Squirrel? Do you say squirrel? Need it to be right.
A Jarred Fox says nice effect.
Yeah, it's not quite what it's supposed to be though. I broke it. Hey AJ. So while that's recompiling, let's go through the chat and say hi to folks. So Yumba Prime, hello. Embedded Hobbyist, hi. Deshipu, hello. Hope you're feeling well now, fully recovered. Mr. Who, hi. Mr. Who, hi. That's a bit weird. Ray, hello. Paul, Johnny, Merry Pink evening to you. Graham, hello. David S.R., hi. Mike McGee, Jerry, hello. Peter S., hello, Colorado. Frank, hi. And James, hello there. Mr. England, Christopher. Andy Day, hello. Photochromax, hello. And Siegfried. James Sharman, hi. Wait, we said hi to James. John, I'll say hi twice, James. Hang on, that's reloaded. Let's just quickly check. No, I've got to keep going, otherwise I'll lose what I'm up to. So John, hi. Henrik, hello. Hojad, hi. Beata. Or Squirrel. I didn't catch a nickname.
Johnny says let's confuse Johnny.
Let's confuse Johnny.
Siegfried Homanto says my wife say hi Aussie.
Your wife says hi Aussie. Hello, wife. Have I missed anyone? I'm still scrolling. Kevin, hello. I'm going to miss people. Rob, hello Rob. And Steph, if you're watching. If not, hello Steph, anyway.
Hello, see you.
Hello Fred Flintstone.
Rick the Almighty says I am not confused.
Glad to hear. Dutch Taurus, hi. Sid, hello. Okay, Rota, hi. Daypaul Jones, I've lost where I'm up to. Loki, hello. Michael, good morning. Good morning, early morning.
Not Ginny says we are not confused as well.
Good, I'm glad everyone is not confused. Back to shenanigans, good to hear. Okay, I think I got everyone. If I didn't, I apologise. Okay, so let's try this again. So, logo slices.
Robbie says, Steph says hi back, literally said hi to the telly.
Okay, that's better. It's just a bit, no, why is it leaving streaks? It's not supposed to be leaving streaks. It's because of the brightness. It's just too bright, I'm pretty sure. Try that again. And while that's compiling...
Johnny says
maybe,
don't look and tell.
Don't look and what? What have I done? Okay, come on. Upload. Good. Okay, we're going to get this right. I need to get this right. Anyway, I've got some effects to show you. But But I've only done a small amount of work. There's only like 5 effects. But there's some, yeah, cool things. Okay. So, no, I need to get this done. Get it out of the way. I've got some mail to open before we do some testy jig things. I also need to make a test jig for
Johnny
mine.
says don't look Ethel the streak.
Don't look Ethel. I don't know what don't look Ethel means. Don't look at. Logo slices. Come on. I haven't gone through and set all the colours.
Rick the
That's
Almighty
better.
says, will there be pink LEDs?
Johnny says unexpected mailbag.
Hey, Embedded Hobbyist. Have you set your nickname to Johnny? Can you not do that? Because that's confusing. Thanks. Anyway, that's what slices are supposed to be. So we've got slices. We've also got...
Johnny says pink LEDs.
we've also got AJ's Edge Runner. So logo Edge Runner. Hopefully it'll work. Yep. Except I did it with rainbow. And we've got logo trails. Whoa. It just does the trails all the way around. Happy trails to all. Hello, Bruce. And of course, we've got the logo breathe, which is what it started on. Except, why is that not changed colour?
Johnny says the streak Ray Stevens.
Oh, right. I need to do that. Oh, that's really frustrating. I'm still working on the colours and the brightnesses and everything. So there's a few things that are not working yet. I need to fix that. I'm going to upload that again. Okay, and while that's happening, I'm going to say the A word, everyone, just a warning. Alexa, turn on fire. Why do I have no picture? Uh-oh.
Dave Pogo says unexpected logo.
I've lost my DSLR again. I think I need to turn off my ATEM and back on again. And there's no on-off switch. So you need to unscrew and unplug the power. And that worked.
Barney Luba says beep, turn on camera.
Okay, so that is the wrong one. That is the one I want. Okay, so yeah, I needed a test jig for this. And I also need a test jig for my laser shark, which I've built my first batch of laser sharks. They're ready to go, but I need an easy way to test them. Because obviously I need to mount a board in here to test it, and these will be shipping with the headers separately. You have to solder the headers on yourself. I do all the rest of the stuff because I need to test it. So there's a lot of plugging in and plugging out, so I need a jig that I can at least just, with pogos, put this in.
Odinson says needs the hammer.
No, we don't need a hammer. And for the Reflow Master Pro, what I want to do is not have to screw in all of these things to test every time. So I want to build a jig that uses pogos that lines up.
Secret Squirrel says asks where is Morocco Mole?
I don't know who Morocco Mole is. So I can place this down on another PCB that has all of these things already screwed in. Right, so just simple. So it's not going to be like a full test jig. It's not going to be anything like this with automated tests. It's going to be a manual process, but it's going to be where I don't have to screw all these things and then take them off again. So that's what I'm going to work on today. But I've got, as I said, I've got mail, and my camera's all gone wonky. We should do mail first, I think. Should we get mail out the way? Hey, Pat. And then we can start work on those things. But is my logo fixed? I hope so. So in breathe mode, you can change color. I believe. So that's pink. So you should be able to go logo and I don't know if RGB works anymore. Yeah. Should be able to go like logo red at least. So you can control the logo, kind of. No, that's gone blue. Well, that didn't work. Okay, anyway.
Says I wanted to be Johnny.
Right, but that's confusing for people because you're not Johnny.
He says if you stop breathing, you also change colour.
That's also true. Anyway, more work to do on my logo still. I got some, yeah, I just haven't had any time to work on it. Let's open some mail. This has actually been sitting here for a couple of weeks. And there's something interesting in here that I want to play with.
Says you got letters.
No, they're not letters. So it's a box from Core Electronics, and it's got some boring things in it, but it's also got...
Albert Einstein says any sign of the silicon shortage easing?
No, doesn't look like it. And ESP32s are taking, we're back to 8 to 12 weeks for me to get stock, which is really frustrating. I will show you what's inside this. It's a big box. It's not going to fit under my camera. I just want to make sure I'm not going to dox myself. Okay, we'll try to do this under the camera, but I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see everything. Okay, so we've got lots of spools of wire. Ooh. Lots of spools of wire, all different gauges. 26, 28 gauge, all different colors. So blue, black, yellow, green. Anyway, lots of spools of wire. So I need to find a way of storing all of these and having easy access to them. Let's get these out of the way. And I got 3.
Sexy Susan says pink wire.
No, you can't get pink wire. Well, not that I could find. So I got myself 3 of these atmospheric sensors from part of their Pico Dev range. So these are just I2C sensors. They do temperature, air pressure, and something else. Temperature, humidity, and air pressure. So I want to stick one of these in my garage, one in my office, and I've got a third one. I want to set up some monitoring, especially for when I'm doing pick and place runs, and especially when it's like either a really cold day or a really hot day and stuff. Put them on an axial. Hey, Fognology.
Secret Squirrel says used a lot of pink thin wire.
Sexy Susan says winter coming.
Winter is coming. A lot of pink PTFE wire. Okay, I couldn't get any pink out of these ones. Anyway, but this is the thing that I'm excited about to play with. So a customer asked me if this would work with my boards, and I wasn't sure because I don't know what. Anyway, you'll understand in a moment. So I thought I'd buy one and find out. So, and he's probably been waiting for my response for a while. So this is from DF Robot, and it's a solar panel. Let's get this box. Wow, what a mess! I'm making a mess everywhere. So it's a solar panel, but with built-in power conversion stuff. So it gives you 5 volts out via USB. And so if you look at the back, current max 1 amp. I don't know if you can even see that. Interesting. It says voltage Pmax is 6 volts. That's not what it said on the thing. Let me see if I can find the product page for it. Just hold on a moment. Core Electronics. They've got a new website, which is nice. It's much faster. I'm not a robot. Sign in. Okay, last order. View order. Okay, so if we just switch over to here. So this is it. It's not very expensive.
Does it also say not to be placed in direct sunlight?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. So high performance, lightweight, portable, monocrystalline silicon solar panel. It's got a regulator on it, so an output of 5 volts. Read more, except you can't click on the read more. That's not good. With the working indicators, big deal. USB Type A output. Now, what I was curious about and what he was asking was, could this be used to plug in and power one of my boards through 5 volts, right? And also potentially charge a battery and stuff. And I'm curious to know what happens with it if it's not getting enough power and the voltage starts to drop. Like, what happens with the current level? Because it's one thing for it to get 5 volts, but if it can't supply 500 milliamps or more, then the board's not going to power properly. And so I'm curious to know what happens with this at that point, because I don't want to recommend this for people to, take one of my boards outside and power it, and then start getting weird or brownouts or all sorts of stuff because it can't supply enough current regardless of voltage. So Johan's saying, I got one of those solar panels, it rarely works. Yeah, I didn't even know if it'll work or not. Look, I bought one, I wanted to see. I can't really advise people if it will or won't work if I don't try it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get no power out of it now, but let's find out.
Sexy Susan says not on cloudy days.
No, definitely not on cloudy days. Where did I put my little... Here it is. So we'll just go back to here. I'm just curious to play with it. It's yesterday was a really cold day. The day before I probably could have done this. So...
Sexy Susan says hi, and I'm Scott Johnston.
Hello, Ian. Yeah, there's no power. Interesting. It does light up if I put it under the light. The RGB, the red LED lights up, but of course, there's not enough current going through. I'm going to have to take this outside and play with it. Anyway, it's not a very nice finish on it. Not sure it really matters, but it's really that's a really nice edge along here, and this are all just like it's been trimmed really badly. I don't know, bits of the edge falling off. Not sure if you can see, but anyway, I'll have a play with this. I'll report back and see what it does. But I was keen to give it a try. But these little sensors, I think, are going to be fun to play with. My little atmospheric sensors. Get a dashboard going, get some logging going. I wonder if I can find any ESP32s I can plug these into. I might see if I've got any in the office somewhere. I don't know. I have a feeling I might be able to find some. What do you reckon? Hello, Hugo. Okay, and wire everywhere. I'm going to have to move all of these. Oh, that's really annoying. Some of the spindles are like this. Nice small holes, and some of them are really massive. Oh, hang on. Oh, right. Why are they not the same size on each side? Like, if you want to put it through a rod like this, that's really annoying, and then it's got this anyway. I guess they're not designed to hang that way. Oh well. Does it have an MPPT tracker circuit? I have no idea. Here's the product page. I mean, obviously it's a DF Robot one, but this is the Core Electronics product page. So I don't really know. The specs. I'll probably have to go look it up on that particular website. And they're out of stock now, which is interesting. I'm glad I got one. Customer review said he got 700 milliamps. Right, but my question is, what happens when it, like, what's the range you're going to get, and how consistent is it, and how spiky is it? Like, how, what type of latency is there? Is it going to bounce around really quickly between that, or is it going to... Anyway, I guess we'll find out at some point when there's sun back here in Melbourne. Not for the next few days, I don't think. I'm just taking all this stuff off my desk. Okay. And we should really go back to a pink logo just for Johnny. I think it only has a buck boost. Right. I mean, I could pull it apart, but I don't want to do that yet.
Susan says, surely it depends on the weather and angle of attack.
For sure. But, obviously you'd want to stick it somewhere optimal. But I'm still curious to be able to measure it to see exactly what it can do. Because the last thing you want to do is start browning out your boards. Can it really sustain peaks if the weather's good enough and stuff like that is what I want to find out. Let's go back to pink logo. Maybe. Or it's broken. I think the logo's broken. Excellent. That's just what we need. Okay, in conjunction with the TP45 module and a small lithium battery. Possibly, but that kind of defeats the purpose. Like, he didn't want it, the customer that asked me didn't want it to charge a battery specifically. He wanted to charge the battery via the board, right? Via, I think it was a Feather S2. He wanted to power the board and charge it. So, yeah, like doing anything else defeats the purpose of this particular design. Then it's just a matter of...
Susan says, new, a broken logo, : dash.
So then there are plenty of other solutions out there if it's just about charging batteries. But you don't want to be charging a battery while the battery is powering a board. So yeah, there's that to look at as well. Okay, let's look at the... Okay, let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of that, and let's look at this. So, this looks like, if you trickle charging, what do you mean if you trickle charge? Solar panel need a maximum power point tracker circuit to extract max power out of the solar arrays. Needs to feed into a buck boost to get a regulated voltage output. Well, this has a regulator on it that gives you a regulated voltage output. The issue isn't the voltage output, Kevin, it's the current that's going to be the problem, right? There's the big deal if this thing outputs 5 volts but only gives you 100 milliamps, because that's not enough, right? It needs 500 milliamps consistently, or 550 consistently, to keep the board going. And that's what I'm curious about. It's not the regulated voltage, it's the current coming through. You can power the board while charging the battery. You can't charge the battery while the battery is powering the board. Because the board's going to pull way more current than the charge can charge it. You're still going to deplete your battery. Anyway, yeah, okay. I need to do some experimenting with it and see what it can do. Obviously, I can't do that on a stream inside with no sunlight. Yeah. Maybe if I get a really long USB cable, maybe on another stream in the future I can stick it outside. You're missing the point, Siegfried. The chip I've got on my board can do the same at the same time. That's not the point. Yeah. That's not my point. My point is, can the panel supply enough current? The panel definitely can't supply enough current to charge a battery and power the load at the same time. And the boards already have battery charging on it, so I'm not looking at a separate module. Okay? This is a specific question. Can this board power my Feather S2? And also potentially charge a battery? That was the question that we're looking at answering. Okay, I'm moving on, Siegfried, because that's, yeah. So this is my Reflow Master Pro. Well, it can't do 1 amp if there's not enough sunlight. If it can't produce enough. Sorry. Let's move on. Let's move on. This board here is my Reflow Master Pro, but this is, I've already saved this down for my test jig, so I'm going to start ripping stuff off it. But I want to start with this board layout because I need the screw terminals and stuff. So I'm just going to start pulling stuff off this board. Because it's really just going to be used for, like, I need to keep, I don't need the buttons. I don't need the SD card. Right, I need the screw terminals here and the speaker. Don't need the speaker. So I don't need the stemmer. I need the relay, the fan, these things. I need those. I don't need the TFT. I need the thermocouple outputs, but I don't need. I'm going to leave the LEDs for the moment. I don't need those. I don't need these switches. Do reset power. I don't need that. E-stop. We should test that, and I don't need this. Okay, so that's ripped a bunch of stuff out, and I don't need fiducials. Now I need the outputs of this, but I don't need. So these ones here I need. That's a very low flying helicopter or plane or something. If I just save this, if I update and I tell it to delete the footprints that it's not using, that should rip off almost everything. But what I want to keep is these. And then what I need to do, I'm going to have to duplicate them. So I'm going to have a row for the actual screw terminals that I'll have things connected to. And then I'll have another row that'll be the pogo pins, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But I'm just starting off with everything. I want everything to be in exactly, I need them to be in exactly the same place, right? At least for the pogo pins. So 1, 2, that's 8. And the thermocouples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then thermocouples. Good. So I don't need this. Now what I was thinking was, like, I don't want to actually plug the SSR in. like I need to plug the thermocouples in because I need it. They have a reading coming in. I need to be able to read them and make sure they work. But like for checking the fan output, like the auxiliary outputs, and for checking the SSR and the 5-volt out here, I can just use LEDs for those. Right? I don't have to have so I was just thinking if there's a quick way to rip all this thing up. I think there is. So I could literally, if I just move these around, get them all over here so I can zoom in more. So I could just be using LEDs to check that those outputs are working, and I can just toggle them on and off and check that the LEDs are working rather than having to actually plug an SSR in or an oven or anything else. I don't need to control an oven to test them. I just need to make sure that the circuitry is working. Keep saying I'm very lucky that my name is Unexpected Maker, UM, because I say all the time and it really annoys me. So, let's just do that again, get rid of those. Now, I'm pretty sure that there is a clean up tracks and vias. Yeah, tell it to refill. Update. Okay, and that just got rid of all of my tracks and vias, which is great. And if I fill now, it's going to do that. I don't even need a fill on this, and this whole shape can change now. So let's get rid of all the different ground planes. Why have what is my grid size? Whoa. I'll quickly get rid of all the vias. Is there a way to get rid of all the vias? I thought that would do that. Clean up tracks and vias. Update. Oh, they'll go now because there's no more outside. No more, yep, thingo. Fills. I'll get rid of the fills. Okay. What is that? Don't know. Okay, so this is where that's 5 volts. Good evening, hello. Hey John. Thanks for popping in and saying hi, and thanks for backing me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. I know how I can get the pink logo back. I can do this. And have it reboot. That might work. Okay. Ukrainian flag on boot. I still have to get that working as an effect. It'd be really cool if you can get all sorts of different flags going. Okay, I also don't need the... Let's just save that. I don't need this diode. Okay, so now I need to duplicate these. But I need to, I've got a, I don't know if it's worth me doing this at the schematic level or not. I'm going to load up one of my adapters, my test jig adapters, which has got the correct size for the pogo pins. Okay, so like this is my adapter for my Tiny S3, and so this is the pads for the pogos. So I should be able to copy this and just paste this in here and get it roughly in the right spot. Not that you can see it now. It's just going to be interesting if I go to a grid of so this spacing is 508 is there 508 millimeters, right? Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. That should be 508. I guess it is slightly offset to the side. Okay, so if I place these down, and they're also, but they're just all starting at the wrong spot. I'll have to fix them later. So these would be my pogos that are gonna maybe line up. No, that didn't work. Why is that moving? Look at that, it's doing something wonky. See, that's jumping around. It's supposed to be snapping the stream off and what? What am I missing? Dishipu's going to bed? Did I miss something? Catch you later, Dishipu. Your new S3 boards are still... When did you order them, John? Okay, I'm just going to set up some on the user comments. I'm going to put some, some alignment. Hey, Emery, how you doing? So I'm going to get some alignment lines happening just to make sure. Let's get rid of these. Go away. Okay. Is that straight? I hope so. Sunday UK time, awaiting plane. Right, okay, yeah. That's fast still, don't worry. Yeah. We're still in pandemic mode. Like, flights are a problem still. They will be for a long time, unfortunately. So I just need this to be roughly right because I've got my pogos are smaller. What can I show? Where's my pogos to show you? If I just quickly switch to here. So my pogos, which are these ones I'm using. Can I take that off? I can. I gotta be careful. Don't break it. See on. Get off. Get off. Okay. So these are the pogos.
Susan says roughly right is good enough for Australia.
Absolutely. Absolutely it is. So these are the pogos I'm using. Right? And they're going to be aligning. They're going to be going into these things. So there's plenty of opportunity. Like, you know, it can be a millimeter out and still hit the correct spot. So I'm going to duplicate this strip, move it forward, and then have the row of pogos, and then the board will, so I've got boards everywhere, I'll be able to push the board down onto the pogos like this, where these will be either sticking out, wired, or there'll be LEDs there that I can see, right? And then when I run whatever code I'm running on here, I'll be able to see that everything here is working, if that makes sense. Hey, Mad Techie. It's, yeah. Put this back on before I lose it and break it. Come on. Okay, cool. So that is the plan. So that's why it doesn't have to be exactly spot on. It's just got to be good enough. Almost done. I'm just using these as guides, just to make sure. The Laser Shark one will be a bit harder. Well, maybe. Depends on how crazy I go. Like, I don't really want to have to plug the whole laser rig into each Laser Shark board and fire up the laser to test it, ideally, because that's just going to be a lot of work, a lot of manual work to test every board. But if I have to, I will. But it'd be nicer to be able to get, like, if I need to find another power supply that does plus or minus 15 volts to use as a test thing. Congrats, Jerry. Why are we catching Jerry? Ordered pink LEDs. Oh, wow. Yay. See, sometimes the screw terminals don't have continuity when not tightened. Mine do. I've never seen that problem with the ones I've got here. I'll have to look into that. Why don't you use the create array function to place the lines? Yeah, I could. I don't know. Because I didn't. I don't know.
Mako says hello, Sin and everyone.
Hey, Mako. How you doing? How's your mum? Okay. So they are good enough. That's been gone.
Mako says she's at home now for 3 weeks and she's slowly progressing to try walk freely without an aid.
That's fantastic. That's great news, mate. Really good. Okay, so I don't know if that's enough clearance. Just going to lock those and grab these and skip the lock items. Just going to move these down so I've got enough clearance. Where is Andy Mouse? I don't know. Maybe Andy Mouse is sleeping. Hey, Cheetah Kid. Happy Easter if we get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so thermocouples, I need those as inputs. They have to be, override locks. They can go, I need to J7 pad 1, 2, 3 and 4. You have to set up the what these are. JPad 1. That's annoying. JPad 2. Oops. JPad 3. Not really numbering the pads, I probably should. Hello. JPad 4. And then I can put traces on these. What am I using? Yeah, that'll do. Okay. And then so this is 5-volt output, just if someone wants to power something from 5 volts. This is the relay control, which is using a low side switch. These are all using low side. This is the auxiliary 1, auxiliary 2. So I can just put LEDs on these. I don't really need the screw terminal. I think I can get away with just what do you think? Just LEDs? Because my other option is I can connect my fan controllers. So the auxiliary ports, like if you look at these ones here, I've got my fan controllers. And they've got LED lights on them, so I could see if they, like I could have them wired on all the time. But I feel like all I'm doing is checking the LEDs on those, so I might as well just put LEDs on the board and be done with it. So I'm just going to want to have a set of LEDs. If I delete those, if I grab that, so I need 4 of them. 2, 3, 4. If I annotate those, if I come back here and I pull that in, but I get rid of the hello KiCad, wake up. If I tell it get rid of the delete thing, because I don't want to delete those things I just put on, I will now have LEDs, except what footprint are they? Holy moly. That's a bit weird. Okay, if I go file, no, I'll go edit text and graphics, selected items, those, and I want to make them not visible. Okay, so what footprint am I using here? No, I didn't want to edit the footprint. That was really stupid. I want to change the footprint. 0603. So what are these ones set to? Why are they so big? .1206s. What? Okay, anyway. So any of them that are 1206, I want to change to 0603. And then why these? Interesting. And this is a 0603 resistor. And what are these ones? I must have changed the footprints in the PCB layout and not in the schematic. Okay. No big deal. Okay, just get rid of these reference numbers. Okay, cool. Sinking screw terminal on the other side of PCB, bottom side, while LED is on top. I don't need the screw terminal on the bottom. If I've got the LED there, the LED is just going to light up. I don't need the screw terminal. If that makes sense. And I don't want it on the bottom because then it's going to give me more height and it's going to make things uneven. Of course, I don't know which one of these belongs to which one. Pad 2, D3, D1, D3, D2, D1. Wow, that's not annoying at all. Okay, D1, D3 to I'll fix that in a moment. Okay, I'll go to there. We'll go to there. Hey Groovejet, how you doing? The week has been better, yes. And Andy Mouse, hello Andy Mouse. Okay, so you get rid of those. Ooh, trace. Okay. And that's marked as ground. I'm going to have to change all these pad names. Probably better doing in the schematic. So these are actually not ground. This is going to be which one is which? R14, R2, okay, that is going to be fan 2 ground, and this is going to be fan 2 5 volts. Copy that. Okay, this is going to be fan 1 5 volts. And this is going to be relay 5 volts. That's going to be relay ground. this is going to be 5 volt out. Hello, delete. I want it delete. Thank you. It's going to be 5 volts out, ground. Okay, so that was fan 2. This one is R3. Fan 1, 5 volts. And this is going to be, whoop. What did I just, oh wow, I just opened the data sheet somehow on it. Must have hit the wrong, oh, I must have hit D. Why is that not moving? Thank you. Fan 1, ground. Okay, so fan 1, fan 2. I know I need to still, let me just make sure they work. Pull those in, update, close. Okay, so that and that. Except I don't want them to that. I just want them to these. I don't actually need that. Oh, that's a good point. So this is fan 2, 5 volts. And this is fan 2, ground. It's fan 1, 5 volts. That fan 1, ground. This one's going to be relay, 5 volts. Going to be relay, ground. And this one is going to be 5 volt out and 5 volt out, ground. Okay, so that is going to get bye-bye. I don't need that now. Oops. And then I want these. I know they're nice and far away, but I need the clearance to be able to see it. Okay, so this one is R1. Okay. Relay, 5 volts. Very quiet in the stream today. As in this chatter going here, but no one's, which is totally fine, but no one's talking to me.
Super Bruce says we are thinking.
You're thinking, okay. Relay, ground, and then this one will be 5 volt out.
Sexy Susan says, hello, Cian, you seem busy.
Rick the Almighty says we don't care about that boring routing stuff.
Oh, sorry. What did you want me to do instead?
Mako says sorry, just getting up to date with the guys and gals.
All good, folks. I was just mucking around. It's okay. I can't ship Reflow Masters till this is done. Or Laser Shark boards, and there are people who want Laser Sharks. So, yeah.
Super Bruce says we can help root really.
Okay. So that's my thermocouple in,
Rick
and
the Almighty says we are busy chatting, don't disturb us.
don't
Keen
disturb
says
us.
good morning.
Oh, hello, Keen. Okay, now this should be a switch to kill the power. So,
Sexy Susan says, sorry, CN, you are lonely, but you are the other side of the world is far away.
that's very
Dave
true.
Odessa says should have stayed with Eagle.
Why? I love KiCad. I love it.
Pogo says unexpected silence.
Unexpected silence. It's really freezing in here, though, I gotta tell you. It's almost more coffee time. So I should put a button back on here to be able to kill it, kill the power.
GrooveJet says coffee is your only company.
Michael says F win 2.
Masterchi says, does this board go into a test jig or just held on by hand?
This board is the test jig, or the tester. Yeah, it's a test jig. It's just not a smart test jig. It's just yeah. So I'll be holding this board onto it. I'll push it down. I won't be clamping it on. I don't need to clamp it on. I just need to check that those things are working. Yeah, don't use the magic mouse, Keen. Get rid of the magic mouse.
Masterchi says got it.
And yes, Michael, F Winter. For sure. Oh, I've not told the stream. I just realised I told my patrons, and I think I mentioned something maybe on my other channel. So everyone, Michael, who's in the chat right now, Michael Himming, he is Unexpected Maker number 2. I'm Unexpected Maker number 1. He's Unexpected Maker number 2. So everyone welcome Michael. Michael is the new Code Monkey. That was my official title in my previous games company. Michael has taken on the role of software developer. What are we calling it? What are we saying? Embedded software developer. Whatever. He's the Code Monkey. I'm doing less code. He's doing code. I'm doing hardware. He's currently working on Reflow Master Pro code and has done some really cool stuff so far. And that's why the project is getting closer, because I don't have time to work on
Susan
code.
says, why is Michael only number 2?
As opposed to what? I'm number 1. Well, I guess I'm number 0. He should be number 1. Say hi to your sister, Jerry. As he thumps his hairy bare chest. I don't know if he's got hairy chest. That's really too personal to ask, I think. Okay, let's delete those. I need to put a button in here. Except I deleted my buttons. Now I need to put a button back. So I want to... Which one do I want to do? Not that one. Maybe that one. And that one. Copy. Okay, let's stick a button in. And this is going to be for the e-stop. Annotate Oh, please tell me I've got the right footprint on this. Footprint.
Sexy
I
Susan
do.
says Michael wants a pay rise.
Code Wrangler. Yeah? Do you want to, what's your title? You're making at least 5% better, the Reflow Master Pro Code. That's because it's so bad that that's all you can do, right? Go on, tell everyone. That's fine. Right, okay, so let's pull this in.
Mako says, did you already do the mail?
I did the mail, sorry. So a long time ago by chap, the second best commercial decision he ever made was hiring dedicated software engineer. Yeah, it's the biggest bottleneck to all of my projects. Okay, so yeah. Okay, button. You can go there. Okay. So now I don't need this one. You can go away. You can go away, and then I need to change this. So this is. I should actually rename. That'll just be E stop. E stop 2. Because it doesn't really matter. This is just a loop. It just needs to close the circuit. Update. Okay, and then this is going to be. We're writing it in Fortran. What was in the mail? In the mail was a bunch of.
A. Marie Jacko says interesting schematics offer losers methodology.
Interesting schematics are the losers of what? I don't know what that means. So I got some atmospheric pressure, humidity, temperature sensors. I got a whole bunch of different wires, different gauge wires, and I got a solar panel that has a regulated 5-volt output via USB-A that I want to see if it's in any way usable to run one of my boards. A customer asked me about this, and so I need to check it out. And that was the mail. E-stop 1. Or is it E-stop 2? That's E-stop 2. E-stop 1. Okay, so I can now wire these up. Why can't I? Oh, there's something else under there.
Mako says, seeing you live in the right country for a solar panel long.
Oh, I've got 2 of them here. What is going on here? Through-hole pad 9, E-stop of through-hole pad 9. It looks like there's 2 of them. But it's not. That's weird. I don't know what that is. I'll fix that later. Okay. X. Okay. So there's a footprint and a pad. No, but there's 3 things. Through-hole pad, and a footprint. Where these ones are just through-hole pad and a footprint. There are 2 through-hole pads here for some reason. See that? And it's not letting me delete one of them, which means in that footprint, there seems to be 2 of them for some reason. But these are just duplicates of these, so I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Okay, so This should allow me to place this in, as I said, I should be able to place this in or on, oops, over here, place it on. So this will be powered, this will be running its own firmware, place it on. And what's interesting is I put the LEDs here, but I can't see them. I might need to put the LEDs here so I can see them, otherwise I'm going to have to look over the top. I still have to manually stick an SD card in, which sucks. It'd be really nice if I could find like a ribbon cable, so I could have the SD card on the board and then just plug a ribbon cable into that. But, you know, this will be better than nothing. So plug it in, and then I should be able to see when this is running, all these LEDs here will light up or do what they need to do. And I should see, like if I turn this on, I'll see thermocouple readings here from the thermocouples, right? And I'll know they're working. And if they weren't working, then you'd see something like this. Right? There'll be an error, open or short or whatever. So this tells me if there's an issue with the thermocouples. And these have been abused. As you can see, they're fraying on the ends. And that's the problem with screw them in, unscrew them, screw them in, unscrew them. I didn't want to do that. That's why I'm building this system. Right. So, yeah. So some of the stuff that Michael's done, just to... Is that in focus? Kind of. Let's see if we can focus this any better. That's better. So Michael's been working on, in the settings menu, he's been working on doing sub-menus. So if you go to the auxiliary outputs, there's now new, like a sub-menu underneath, which is still a scrolling sub-menu. The same with the thermocouples, right? So he's doing stuff. He's been doing stacks of rewriting and cleanup and converting things over to better systems and getting rid of things like linked lists and stuff that I was using. Yeah, lots of stuff under the hood. Yeah. Anyway, it's very close. Temp sensor wires could use some of those square end crimps. Square end crimps? Crimps? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Hey Mike, by the way. Square end. What's a square end crimp? Oh! Johnny, he's looking for something like this. Where did you get that from? So, S-Expert showed this picture. Do you have a link to the actual product? That's exactly what I want. Or something like that, anyway. Bootlaces. These are ferrules. That's what they are. Well, you can't see that now. That's what they are. It's just that the sleeve stuff, you see here? They are ferrules, but the sleeves, they're just thin and they fray. But that's okay. Like these have been abused. Like these have been plugged in and unplugged 100 times. Covering with tape over part of the PR of the P helps. What? I don't know what that's about. Ferrets. Already pointed what out? What? What are we talking about? What was like what when you got where? Temperature should be C, not C. Really? Do you care? I don't actually recall you mentioning that. Maybe I missed it, Johnny. Okay, well, I can make it a big C. If you really need it to be a big C, fine, I can make it a big C. Ferret's a yeah, I don't really need an SD card extender. What I want is a...
Rick the Almighty says, yes, I care, but I am not a customer.
Yes, big C, please. Fine, I'll make it a big C. Okay, everyone be happy? Happy. So, the problem with this is that, I mean, I can use this. It's better than sticking a card in and out. So where do I buy these from? Anyone? Bueller? Micro SD card extender. 45.
Mako says Big Clive Long.
The Pi Hut. AliExpress. That's SD to micro SD, isn't it? Is that the same? What I really want, I want the SD card on the bottom board. I want the SD card on here, and then a cable that goes from that in. But I guess I could just do... I mean, doing an extender is just the same as plugging the card in and out, so I'm not sure that's going to help much. Yeah, I can just cut the connector off and solder the flex cable, right? Or I could get a connector for the flex cable. Okay, there's something definitely to look at. Thank you very much. I didn't even know you could get those.
Alan K says, good morning, Burger King.
Good morning. Alan and I got burgers yesterday. Yum. No, Michael's not fired. If he wants to change it to F, he can. That's fine. Okay, so I need to just work out the shape of the PCB now. So for the Laser Shark, well, it's been 1:23 already, and could I be stuffed with the Laser Shark right now? I need to solve the Laser Shark as well. So the Laser Shark needs... It needs 2 sets of headers that it can go into. Whoop, not even on the screen. 2 sets of headers that it can go into, and then the problem is this stuff. Like, I've got to plug this in, and this in, and this in, and this in, and I don't really want to control the laser to do it. So...
Secret Squirrel says, I had a big full English this morning.
Yum. Full English breakfast. Yum, yum. So these, I don't need to, these ones here, these light up. Right, these LEDs when they're firing, so I know that they will work, or they should work. This is for the Galvo's output, so there's no real way of testing those unless they're controlling a Galvo. And then obviously I need plus and minus 15 volts coming in here to test all of this stuff, except for the LED side. So to test all of this I need plus and minus 15 volts. So I need a power supply, because I don't want to keep pulling mine apart. So I need to find myself a power supply that...
Keen says, oh, my JLC package is now in Sydney.
Awesome. Good. So I need a power supply. Power. What do I need? Power invert, no. DC, no. What do I need? Power supply. What am I looking for if I want a plus and minus 15 power supply? Anyone? Is it a switching? Is it a linear? Yeah, but what are they called? Not much current. Under an amp. But I need plus and minus. And this is not giving me a AC in. I need AC in, 15, plus or minus 15 DC out. Like my power supply on the Galvo. It's saying dual rail, but there is no dual rail. You can see here what my options are. Go to sleep, Emery. Go to sleep. Hey, Andy. So 2 output. Wow, this is really not... Right, so on 15 here and minus output volt minus apply filters. Whoa. Is this kit my thing? Plus, minus? Like, I just need a little thing like this, right? I mean, I preferably don't want, like, that. I'd like something... I mean, that's what mine looks like. Kind of, like the one I've got that came with my Galvo. Remove the 2 output filter. There might be some with 3. If I do that, I might lose these ones though. Or maybe not. It's the same result. I mean, really didn't want to pay 58 bucks for a power supply just to test my boards on. Yeah, Meanwhile are fine. The issue is not, I don't need the brand, I need the type. What is the lowest current? I don't know. I don't need a lot of current. I don't need a lot of current. Like under half an amp. Find one with 15 and 30 volt output. I just need something that's got a plus and minus on it. That's all. Because I need both. Output is floating. You can use 2 12 volt and common there. Now, I just want to... Yeah, no. I'd rather just get something like what I've got here. Unplug this, not easily. Yeah. Like the little power supply I've got that's actually running shared a link in Discord. Where's my Discord gone? Nope. Bloody cookies. 9 in stock. Right, 19 bucks. Yep, okay. Something like this, preferably closed, would be better, but yep. Well, even driving the Galvos doesn't take much power, but correct. I don't need to, I'm not driving them. I don't want to be plugging the Galvos in and out of this. I'll plug another harness in that again gives me LEDs or something, right? Oh, this never ends good. Asking us for advice. Why? Bipolar dual power supply. Hey, aggressive fun. Dropping the main switch off the unit. So I'm just going back reading in the chat. I mean, something like this is fine. And it's cheaper. Okay. I'll stick it in my cart. And I'll come back to it later. Cool, thank you very much. So, yeah. An hour and a half. I don't know if I could. I need to make a jig for this. I need to, but I don't think I could be bothered right now. Try these guys for something cheaper. They're local in Dingley Village. What? Dingley Village. Well, that's not cheaper. That's $62, but it's fully enclosed though. Right. That looks like the one I've got, except it wouldn't have been $62 because the whole thing didn't cost me that much. Oh, not in stock. $24 though. So here's the same thing, $24, but not in stock. And these guys in Dingley are $62. So yeah. Sure, genuine mean well. I get that. But so's that. But not in stock. Expected December. Ouch. Anyway, I'll find something. All good. Octopart. I don't find Octopart very accurate, by the way. Just letting you know. Well, there are places that have them, maybe. Mouse and DigiKey don't have any stock. Master Electronics. quite cheap if you contact them directly. Really? They'll give me like $30 off. They'll give me half price. Anyway, okay, that's fine. So maybe for the last 20 minutes or half an hour, should I do some logo hacking? I think I might do some logo hacking. I think, yeah, logo hacking sounds good. Do you have an old I don't have an old ATX power supply. No. Yeah, I've done that before, GrooveJet. I threw out a whole bunch of stuff in a week that for years I haven't needed, and then a week later I needed something that was in it. If you don't need high current or low noise, you could use a small DC-DC isolated converter. I just need something to be able to check that the board is working, right? Other than directly plugging in the laser. Not the laser, the galvos and stuff. But maybe I can just do that. Because then I can, you know, I've got 15 boards to test right now. My first 15. And honestly, it'll only take me half an hour. So I could do it. But I still need the ability to plug like a tiny Pico or something in, which means I still need some form of test jig to do that, unless I hand solder the headers on, which I didn't really want to do. And color slices, breathe. So I've written a whole lot of functions, by the way, that do all the color stuff. So I can fade colors, and I can fade the color wheel, and it does it all. It's all in the matrix utils now. So on that, trails.
Ajad Fox says an RGB or HSV.
This is all RGB. I could convert it to HSV later, but right now it's all RGB. Catch you later, Fred. Catch you later, Dave. Have a good sleep, everyone. So this should allow me to do trails. Some calculated PSU is connected. Yeah, that's too much. Oh, right. That won't work. I put that in the wrong spot. It's going to go here. Yeah, I don't want to do two power supplies, Dave. Yeah, it's got to be I need just a small test jig. Like I don't want to have this big. If I'm going to have this big thing to test it with, I might as well just test it on the big thing over there, and then I can test it properly. If that makes sense. The idea is to get away with something quite small. Small that I can move around and store easily, and that I don't have to put together and pull apart all the time for testing. Logo, trails. Okay, so trails is now pink, and if I go logo green, why is it blue? Something is breaking when I do that. So it's not like changing, it doesn't like changing the color. And once I've changed it once and it does that, it won't change again. So let's see. So I don't even actually want that anymore, and I want to do I've got a lot of code to comment out and get rid of. I'm moving it all from this into other areas, so you can see I'm bit by bit I'm doing that. That's interesting. How's that even working? Yeah, why would they have exclamation marks at the front? Okay, I need to see. Maybe I was in the middle of changing this. Laser, voice, nickname. Where's my logo? Logo. I replace logo with this. Oh, right, and then I send the message with that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now I don't know what I'm doing there. People are still sending me links to power supplies, which is awesome. Thank you. Okay, so that won't be red. That'll be, these needs to be those. Oop. Now D. Right, so this should be now going through, and so if it's red, that should be caching the color, cached color. Blue, green. So it's cached color I'm looking at. So I don't understand why. So cached color is a static here. So maybe that's just not working. I don't know if I'd call myself successful, GrooveJet. Thanks. Yeah. So when I tell it to go where, let me just get rid of this. This can all comment out now. Okay, so when I tell it to give it a command like pink, it does a set color pink, which is just an enum, right? So number 6. And then when I do what's the command? Oh, set. So when it does a switch, right? So if I go pink, it sets the cache color to this. Don't worry about this current array stuff. And that's it. So cached color should now be pink. And this is just using cached color. Check you don't have some local cached color variable somewhere else. Yeah, that's what can it do gray, what's gray, green? Yeah, there's no cached color elsewhere, I don't believe. It was defined in here, but it's not now. So this should be working. And it changed the color, but it's coming up that blue color. No matter what I set it to. Which could be, hang on, this fallback here. No, should be, right, it could be this fallback here. If it's falling back to this all the time, that's why that blue is happening. But I don't understand why these aren't working. They're just numbers. Command colors. Command color, right? So I go logo green. It went to green that time. Logo trails. Logo red. Oh, it's working now. That's really bizarre. Okay. Logo pink. Okay, it's working. That was weird. That was very weird. Magic. Na-na. Hey AJ, logo edge runner. Gotta wait for it to finish. Why didn't that work? Oh, I did at. Logo edge runner. Look at that. Woo! That's bright.
A Jard Fox says impressive.
I didn't fix. I don't know. It just worked now. And this is from the other day. Logo slices. That one I was playing with the other day. Still going to do like a matrixy one. Beep beep edge runner. So there's lots more to add still. Is that all I've got? Hang on. Oh, and I've still got rainbow. Obviously. But these have all been changed, so there's no more big loops anymore. So that's why they're changing really quickly. So every time it draws whatever the pattern is, it does that from the loop. So like this rainbow effect is like it draws the color and then it gets out and it gets recalled from the run. So there's no more having to do this much before it goes back and starts again. I hope that makes sense. So right now there's Edge Runner, Trails, Rainbow Slices, and Breathe. And now I just got to keep converting them all, like my sparkles. I've got sparkles in there, but I haven't done that one yet. So I'm just building a big lot of just, you know, different effects. Anyway. So no one's controlling the logo anymore. Have people forgotten that they can control it? I guess I need to have a some info on the screen of what people can do. But we're letting me debug. Thank you. So changing the color won't do anything unless you're on one that does a color. Whoa! What happened on that? Okay, so Breathe is not doing a clear. Need to fix that. Strip.clear.
Alan K says, did you find a dual power supply solution?
People have linked me all different power supplies in Discord, so I'll have a look at them all. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, super bright. I still haven't cut the rest of the acrylic to go over it. There we go. Let's update this. You can't see, it is updating. There we go. Mako broke it. Yes. So changing the color will only work on ones that have got a color. Like things that are RGB.
Just use 2 wall warts if it needs to be fixed. David Void says there is a big breath.
That was a big breath, yeah. There we go. So you can change the color of that. So if it's in a single color effect, like Trails or Breathe, then you can change it. I want to get sparkles working. So that is no longer. You're gone. Do Trails, you are gone. So all this stuff is going to get cleaned out of this big file, which is great. Into the lines as well. Where's my sparkles? Sparkle 2? Right. Okay, so I'm going to take maybe this one, copy, go to a new one, call it fx sparkles.h, and paste that, sparkles. And I'm going to grab that, copy, okay. So I'm just doing a whole bunch of copy and pasting right now. Just bear with me. Okay, these X. Go into sparkles. and then col. Col. Okay, this might work. Work is overrated. It is overrated. Hey David, there's no white. Sparkles. And so sparkles, VFX sparkles. Okay, let's try this. Someone add this one to Discord. There's a 50-watt version too. Okay, I just posted that in Discord, just the link. Thanks, Mad Techie. Oh, not at the end of what? What happened? What have I done? Sparkle stop. Sparkles. Oh, Can I not initialize those in there?
Rick the Almighty says now implement all color names from the CSS standard.
Maybe I can't initialize them in there. Like that, maybe. Hey, Christopher. In CSS now, I don't think so. Can I not initialize this like this? Not at end
Michael
of...
says specify their sizes.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can I do it like that? Is that the problem? Let's find out. I shouldn't have to specify their sizes, but maybe. It's compiling. Okay, well it's working now, so thanks Michael. See, that's why Michael's doing code, not me. In class def var 12 bracket is okay. Is it? So I don't have to do that. That'll be 0 by default, will it? Okay, I'll leave it for the moment, but it's uploading. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thanks. I'll okay. Okay, sparkles. That didn't work. Logo, sparkles. Apparently, I can't spell broke it. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah. So I wonder if I can still write to it. So why is that broken? No, I need plus and minus 15, not 12. Mad Techie. Plus and minus 15. Well, at least I can talk to it still. I wonder why that's not working. Oh, you know what? I've got no show. That's why it's not working. Strip.show. Yeah. So it was working. It just wasn't updating the screen. Now do black. Black what? Oh my god, it's freezing.
Still a squirrel, and says no, I am not signing up just to download a file. Argue $sign website.
Okay. If this works, I'm going to call it, folks. If it works. I need another coffee. I need to get a jacket. It's freezing. Okay. Okay, logo sparkles. Yay! It's a bit funky. Logo yellow. Yay! So now logo RGB 1155 FF. I have no idea what that's going to be. Let's see if it works. It did. Maybe. It did, but it's leaving the old colors. It's not doing a clear. Logo trails. What is... I don't know what that color I set it to. So... I guess it's kind of a bluey color. Logo RGB FF C900, which should take me back to like a yellow.
Kevin says I like that it doesn't remove the old color immediately.
On the sparkles it won't. Yeah, so the sparkles one is designed to leave, it'll eventually fill it with a really dull version of the color. So that's working. I'm not sure it translates that well onto through the camera, because it looks like they're all shimmering, but they're not. But anyway, it looks pretty cool. So now I've got sparkles as well.
Kevin says looks like fireworks.
Yeah, this yellow is kind of like a golden yellow. It looks probably more blown out on that than it does on in real life. It does look like fireworks. So if we change it now to like pink, they'll go pink now, and they'll eventually change all of them. Watching this for free. It's about time I went to bed. Okay, catch you later. Might see you on the Looney stream tomorrow. Have a good sleep. I like a nice amber monitor back in the day. Yeah, I much preferred amber than the green. For sure. Okay, I think it's time to wrap this, folks. I think, put it back to breathe. Here we go. Full on. Full on. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. It's a wrap. Don't wrap it. Post-pack it. I'll continue on with these test thingies, whatever. You know what? I might end up just hand testing them all so I can get them ready rather than try to make these jigs. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Jay. Hi and bye. Welcome and sayonara. Yeah. I was trying to think if there's anything else to tell. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Maybe some news soon, but not yet. Cheers, Groovjet. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to get a coffee, and I'm going to get back to my usual... whatever my usual thing is. I don't know. But thanks for joining. I appreciate it. It's super late. I might start next week earlier, half an hour earlier. I don't know if I can start an hour earlier. They'll just kill me. And I'm sure the Aussies will also get very annoyed with me if I do that. But bye, everyone. Take care. Have a great week. And I'll catch you all next time, whenever that is. Okay. Bye. Where's the end? There it is.